Sophia and John met in Spanish class. There was no flash of lightning or passion at first sight. There was warmth, shared jokes, and a feeling of knowing each other for ages. John never hid the fact that he had been in a long, complicated 5-year relationship that ended badly. "She's a whirlwind," he once said. "Bright, charismatic, unpredictable. We burned each other to the ground." Sophia had seen her photo, a dazzling smile, a confident gaze. She felt a slight twinge of inadequacy, but she countered it with her mind, "That's the past. We have the present." Their present was measured. Sunday brunches, shopping trips together, quiet evenings with a book. Sophia valued this reliability. Until that day at the wine bar when she, his ex, showed up. The meeting had been accidental. Approaching, she ignored Sophia as if she were a nobody, looking only at John. And when John stepped away briefly to pay, she turned to Sophia. The smile didn't reach her eyes. "You know," her voice was sweet as syrup and sharp as a blade. "I'm glad John found someone stable. He needs to recover from the storms. After me. But you'll always come second, darling. I just beckon with my finger, and he'll be mine again." He always came back. Sophia was speechless. She simply watched Charlotte turn and leave, leaving John with a parting word, "Call me when you get tired of the silence." Charlotte's words triggered a self-destructive process. She started checking. She looked at her phone. He didn't set a password. Charlotte was indeed writing. Not beckoning, but subtly, "Found your old t-shirt, it smells like you, remembered how we were here together, I had a nightmare, and you were the first person I thought of." John responded curtly, politely, but he did respond. For Sophia, this was proof. She started arguing. She demanded he delete the number. She accused him of keeping her in reserve. John first defended himself, then grew angry, "I'm not hiding anything. I can't just erase someone from my memory. I behave decently, what do you want from me?" The distance grew. The crisis came when Sophia's beloved cat died. She was devastated. John was in an urgent meeting that day, and his phone was on silent. Unable to get through, she ran out into the street in tears and headed for her husband's office. She saw them on the veranda of a cafe, John and Charlotte sitting at a table drinking coffee. The world collapsed when John arrived that evening, apologizing and bearing flowers. He found her with a tear-stained but stony face, her bag packed. "Were you with her? I saw you." "I'm leaving." "You made your choice." "She's right, I'm always second. Second in your thoughts, in your feed, in your life. Today, when I was feeling so bad, you chose to go to her." John didn't stop her. He sat down on the floor in the hallway and rested his head in his hands. "I didn't go to her because I was bored. I went to finally tell her everything." He looked up at Sophia with tired eyes. He opened his phone, showing Charlotte's voicemails, full of hysteria and accusations. And then his reply, which he sent after the meeting, "Charlotte, this meeting was a mistake. My place is with Sophia. Only with her. I love her. What happened between us is in the past, and it was toxic for both of us. Please, stop. See a therapist. Don't text or call me anymore. I will block your numbers. Goodbye." Sophia didn't stay that evening. She left to think. Not about him, but about herself. Why had she allowed someone else's narcissism to define her worth? Why had she fought a ghost instead of building a bridge with a living person they met a week later? Not for romance, but for a difficult conversation. Sophia expressed her mistrust and her boundaries, demanding a complete severance of contact with Charlotte. John agreed. He had already blocked Charlotte everywhere. A year later, Sophia found her old note in a box. "I'm afraid of being second best." John had written underneath, "You are the foundation. There is nothing second best." They were assembling a dresser in their first shared apartment. Rain pounded the window. Everything was simple and solid. Charlotte remained in another world, where love is a war for first place. And Sophia and John realized that love is a shared project. And a place in it isn't numbered. It either exists or it doesn't. They now had it. Something shared and unique.